This is Crystal Fenn with MedPage Today here in Chicago at the Society of Interventional Radiology meeting, where researchers have reported on an experimental device to diagnose stroke based on submarine technology. Dr. Kieran Murphy of the University of Toronto presented the results at a press conference here.
We then developed this headset, which I have here, which is, it's something that is made as simply as possible. It goes on your head. It has 6 accelerometers on it, and these feel your brain moving with systole and diastole. So as your brain has cardiac output, cardiac input, as the blood pressure wave of blood comes up from systole, up from the heart, through the aorta, up into your brain expands. And that expansion then is transmitted through the brain material, through the CSF, through the calvarium, through the bone, to the skin. And if you imagine your pounding headache, that's exactly what you're kind of feeling, that expansion of the brain with the inflow. So this is an image of the brain and the expansion being transmitted. If you have symmetric flow, then you have a balanced distribution of forces on your skull. If you have a stroke, then you'll have an asymmetric distribution of forces on your skull.
Murphy's group tested the device on a variety of brain abnormalities, including stroke, hemorrhage, and aneurysm.
It's a very sensitive and specific tool. We developed a classification and regression tree analysis. This is a classic submarine tool for differentiating between benign versus malignant object, as it were, in our language. Is it a threat or is it a normal biological object? And so we use the same approach to differentiating stroke from other things. And this should be an algorithm that can be automated. The algorithm was able to separate normal from all other conditions and to separate all patients with a specific condition into their own category and provide information about the location of the abnormality. So this is an innovative, portable, non-ionizing approach to stroke detection based on submarine technology and analytical algorithms. I think it'll have a role in stroke. I think it'll have a role in people who've been traumatized. Are they brain dead or are they just stunned? Should they be triaged, transported, or should they be left alone? I think it'll also have a role in establishing people's baseline in hydrocephalus. So even children who have shunts in their head, those shunts fail 100% of the time, and they get head CTs every time they get sick. As a neuroradiologist, I've always been upset when I see children having 30, 40 head CTs over the years. If we establish their baseline with this, when they come in ill to the emergency room, we could do this again, and because if their shunt has failed, their compliance of the brain will be difficult if they should detect it, because the motion of the brain will be different with systole and diastole because of the increased pressure and resistance of the CSF. So that would be a very useful contribution. For monitoring people at home who've had TIAs but are at risk of major stroke, which is about 33% within 6 weeks, this could be a very useful tool. It could allow people stay at home longer, stay out of institutions, stay out of sheltered care living situations.
So promising proof of concept results for stroke diagnosis, although further confirmation in larger patient groups is needed. Here at the SAR meeting in Chicago, I'm Crystal Fenn, MedPage Today.